Welcome back to the Wander News. Today, we're heading to Vietnam, the S-shaped land of Southeast Asia, where stunning landscapes meet a culture rich in history and tradition. With nearly 100 million people and an average GDP of around $4,500 per person, Vietnam is rising as one of the most dynamic economies in the region. At the same time, it's a top travel destination, drawing tens of millions of visitors each year who come for the breathtaking scenery, unique cuisine, and a cultural heritage stretching back more than 4,000 years. Covering over 330,000 square kilometers, Vietnam extends from the northern mountains to fertile river deltas and a coastline of more than 3,200 kilometers. The tropical monsoon climate brings clear seasonal contrasts. The best time to visit is usually in spring or autumn, when the weather is mild and pleasant. But every season has its charmed spring flower festivals in the north, floating markets in the south, and sun-soaked beaches along the central coast. Vietnam's economy thrives across multiple sectors, from manufacturing and exports to services, and especially tourism. Major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are bustling commercial hubs, while the countryside keeps its traditional rhythm with rice fields, village markets, and craft communities. This balance between old and new gives Vietnam a character that feels both familiar and refreshing. Full of iconic destinations, Hanoi charms with its old streets and French colonial vibe. Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stuns with thousands of limestone islands rising from emerald waters. Hue recalls imperial grandeur with its palaces and temples. Hoi An captivates with lantern-lit alleys and sandy beaches. And Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam city that never sleeps, offers vibrant nightlife and non-stop energy. Vietnamese food is another unforgettable highlight. From steaming bowls of pho and grilled pork noodles to crispy spring rolls, savory pancakes, and fresh seafood, every region has its own flavor. The cuisine is light, balanced, and healthy where sour, spicy, salty, and sweet come together in perfect harmony. Vietnamese youth bring a fresh pulse to the cities. They're creative, ambitious, and fast to embrace global trends while still honoring local traditions. On the streets, you'll see everything from casual t-shirts and sneakers to modernized takes on the Ao Dai. It's a unique style mixed part modern, part Asian heritage that shows off their confidence and energy. This young generation is the heartbeat of Vietnam's urban life and a glimpse into the country's future. The blend of traditional culture and global influences gives Vietnamese street style a unique edge, never rigid, always creative, yet still rooted in identity. You might see a young local wearing a modernized Ao Dai at a festival, then switching into an oversized hoodie and sneakers to hang out at a coffee shop or shopping mall. Together, these looks paint a colorful and ever-changing portrait of Vietnam's street fashion. Fashion is only one part of the story. Vietnamese youth also express their energy through lifestyle and creativity. They quickly embrace trends in technology, art, music, and even launch startups with fresh ideas. Creative hubs, indie cafes, art studios, and underground music spaces are popping up across major cities, becoming favorite hangouts for the younger generation. What makes them special is that while adapting fast to global culture, they never forget their roots. Festivals, traditions, and performances of folk music still attract young audiences, bridging the past and present. Their youthful spirit and ambition, and confidence are the heartbeat of Vietnam's cities, reflecting the image of a nation full of drive and aspiration. Travelers also love Vietnam for its affordability. You can explore the country on a budget with just a few dozen dollars a day, or treat yourself to luxurious beachfront resorts and high-end hotels. Getting around is simple, with international airports, highways, trains, buses, and ride-hailing services making transportation convenient. Welcoming. Visitors often feel warmth in the simplest gestures, a sincere smile, a friendly greeting, or a casual conversation. Family and community values remain at the core of daily life, from big cities to small villages. Meals are shared, festivals bring people together, and the traditions of helping one another are still deeply alive in modern society. At the same time, Vietnamese people are modern and dynamic. In bustling cities, young locals confidently interact with international visitors, eager to share stories of culture and everyday life. Meanwhile, in the countryside, travelers are often touched by the hospitality of locals who offer a cup of green tea or invite them to join a simple home-cooked meal. This balance of tradition and openness creates an image of Vietnam that feels both familiar and refreshing. Many travelers say that what stays with them most from Vietnam is not just the stunning landscape or the delicious food, but the people. It's the kindness, warmth, and creative spirit that leave the deepest impression. Still, when visiting, remember to dress respectfully at temples, avoid littering, and respect local customs. So, have you been to Vietnam yet? If not, it's time to experience the beauty of this country for yourself. See you at the next destination.